Today we have a special guest, David Shane, Division II candidate for Judicial Superior Court Judge.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the time.
Today's your opportunity for the viewers to get to know you as a person. We'll start with a little bit of history. So tell us a little bit about you.
I was educated in the Midwest. I grew up down in Los Angeles and then decided to try something different and went to the Midwest for my education. Went to a small liberal arts college in Minnesota and then went to law school at University of Wisconsin. I graduated with honors from both my undergraduate and also my law school, and also distinction in my major. So I think I'm very finely academically credentialed. Came back to California, took the bar exam, and have been a lawyer, I'm proud to say, for 32 years, all in civil litigation.
Do you think it's important for a judge to have experience in all 4 divisions of the court?
Yeah, I think it's nice to have that, but it's almost impossible unless you're a general litigator that does criminal and civil, which is kind of antiquated, frankly. Not a lot of lawyers do that. They specialize in one focus. I think what I bring is a ton of civil experience. I've done this for 32 years in all facets of civil litigation. I represented from the poorest people you can imagine to billion-dollar corporations such as FedEx or Allstate, Nokia. So I've had corporate clients and also, I guess, people, regular old people clients. And I think that gives me, great diversity. I think the problem we have a lot with the judicial system right now is that most of them are government appointees. So they're political appointees, and the way you get known in the politics is by working at the DA's office, the county counsel's office, public defender's office. And so you have a little bit of a streamline of candidates going from these bureaucratic offices straight into judgeship. I bring a more diverse background. I've represented a number of corporations all over the state and all over the country, and I've seen so many courtrooms. I think it's great to have that experience. I haven't had the criminal experience, but I've had every other experience.
Can you tell us what the Superior Court judge does and the different divisions?
Well, Superior Court judge, and I was a high school teacher, and so I know a little bit about teaching. That's where I started my career in between college and law school. But the Superior Court is really the first interface people have with the judicial system. Usually when you go to court, there's been a breakdown in communication between parties. There's some problem that's arisen. Whether you've committed a crime and someone thinks you've committed a crime, meaning the state has, you go to the criminal court. Civil court is initiated typically by an individual against another individual, or by a corporation against corporation, or some entity, but they initiate the disputes. And this is the time, that's the forum where disputes are decided. So a Superior Court judge is very important because this is the person who will resolve disputes among people and entities. There's different divisions of the Superior Court. There's the criminal division, family law division, traffic division, and the civil division. All the judges generally rotate around and do different different sections of the division depending on what assignments are necessary. What I would bring to the bench, and I think is a little bit unusual compared to the other candidates and also many of the other sitting judges, is I have a very diverse civil practice. And that, I think, adds some breadth to the bench.
How long is an elected official a Superior Court judge?
6 years.
Okay.
It's a 6-year term. And what happens, in this way it's a unique situation for the voters here, is because normally judges are appointed by, like I said, the governor. It's a political appointment. Once you're a judge, you're almost always reelected. I mean, I think it's 98, 99% of the time the judges are reelected, almost without opposition. So once you get the appointment, you're there as long as you want to be there. This is a rare opportunity for the voters to select the judge. This is the last time, I believe, was 2006 or 2004, the last time there was an actual open election, meaning candidates submit and there's no incumbent, and so that means that everyone has an open chance to get the seat. So that's what's happening right now, and this is why it's a good opportunity for Marin to vote for someone a little bit more outside the system, more independent. Been a small business owner, met a payroll. I understand those kind of concerns.
How long have you lived in Marin County?
It's over 20 years. I was in Los Angeles. Like I said, grew up there, went to the Midwest, and then came out to the Bay Area to do my judicial career. I guess my legal career, I guess, is actually almost 25 years. So Marin's a great place. I mean, you can't ask for a much better environment. I mean, it's so beautiful.
What sets you apart from other candidates?
My background. I've had much more experience, I think, than most candidates with a variety of different situations. I was national counsel for Airborne and DHL, and so we would litigate cases all across the country regarding terms and conditions of their contracted carriage, represented Federal Express all over the state, and so I've been before a number of judges. I've been before most of the counties in the state in one form or another, in a number of the states. And so I've seen a lot of different judges. I'm not just limited to Marin County. I've seen a whole diverse of judges all over the Bay Area. So I have an idea what works in a courtroom, what doesn't work, what styles are good. So I look forward, I think, to add diversity to the bench that we have right now. I have to say, though, I've said this for a long time, I'm always impressed with how good judges are. I mean, like I said, I've been before a lot of different judges in a lot of different places. And very rarely have I walked out of a courtroom thinking this judge is an idiot. It just doesn't happen. These judges are smart, they make right decisions. I don't know how they comprehend all the information that they do, but they do. And it's very impressive.
What do you offer the Latino community in particular?
I've worked with a number, what I do right now, my focus right now is representing people who don't have money for the legal system. And we do plaintiff personal injury work. And that means that if you get hurt, you can go hire a lawyer and not pay any money. The litigation system is, I think, repugnant in how expensive it is. I'm afraid to hire a lawyer because you just get inundated with bills, and you get, they charge by the hour, and they charge high hourlies, and it just adds up exponentially. What I offer to anybody, and that includes the Latino community, and I have a number of Latino clients, people who don't have money, people who don't have the resources to fight in court, I represent these people. I go to court for them. I take their cases. I'm not really very picky on the cases I take. I don't look for big cases. I'm more kind of a street lawyer where I'll take what comes in. And then what that means is I get a whole bunch of different variety of cases. And often people come in with a legal problem. It's not personal injury, but some sort of problem they come up with. And I know it's going to cost them hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to resolve it. I'll do those cases really pretty much for free, and I'll answer questions. So I think I reach out to the community that really isn't touched by normal lawyers. Most lawyers are bureaucrats inside the government buildings, or they're lawyers who only charge by the hour and they charge a high hourly rate. I'm looking at everybody and happy to talk to them, help them out, because I know how expensive lawyers are.
When candidates look to vote for a judge, what are two key things that they should review when they look for a judge?
I think background is important, what they bring to the bench, what they've done. I think you want to find people who are intelligent and compassionate and understand the real world, that things happen, and there's a compassion involved. I mean, you want to be intelligent, you want to apply the law, you want to be able to read the case law and apply the case law fairly, but you also want to have a compassionate view towards the people that are in the courtroom. So I think those are the two, compassion and intelligence make a good judge.
And how can voters find more information about you?
Well, one, we have a website, shanelaw.com, and the voters can contact me. They can kind of get some background from that. That's one way. The Shane Law, there's a website for our law firm as well. I'm more than happy to talk to anyone if they ever want to talk to me. I'm more than happy to talk to voters, and they can call my phone, our office number, and talk to me. There's information out there. One of the things about all the candidates, I think, is we're all a little bit under the radar. I mean, I looked at the opponents, and they're all qualified, they're all good people, but I don't think the voters really know much about any of them. And I think you want to look and see what their backgrounds are, what work they've done to best understand them. And I think, like I said, the district attorneys, they have great training in criminal law. There's no question. But we have a number of former district attorneys on the bench. What we don't have as much, and we don't often get, are just plain old lawyers who've been in the courtrooms. That's all I've been doing for 30 years, is being on the other side of the courtroom, meaning not the judge, but litigating the cases. And that's the background you want. You want someone who understands what it means to be a lawyer, what it means to fight these cases, what it means to argue with a judge. So you've been on that side. And I think I can, as they say, you elevated to the judicial appointment. It's an elevation. I agree. You kind of go from the down in the trenches up above, and I think I can do that, and I have the background to do it.
The Latino community is all about family. Can you tell us a little bit about your family and what your interaction is with your family?
Well, family is really important. I think that's true for most people. But I have a large family. We have a merged family, so I have stepkids, and I don't want to say normal kids, but kids, and so I understand a lot of merged families, the issues that come with it. I pride myself in being an excellent father. I spend a ton of time with all the kids, I mean the stepkids and the other kids, and I really enjoy it. Our house is, we have a lot of child-friendly activities for kids, so we attract a lot of kids to the house, and so it's always bustling and busy. If you have 6 kids, which is what the total is, it's going to be lots going on, and there's never lacking for drama, so I really totally enjoy it. So I love family, and that's what I understand. I understand everyone has their own family, and that's what's so cool, is everyone has the people they care most about, and that's who really matters. Mm-hmm. So, and then we meet other families. So I meet a lot of people through the kids and the community, and I really enjoy that.
Can you tell me what professional organizations you're involved with?
I consult with the San Francisco Trial Lawyers Association or the California Trial Lawyers Association. And also I did a lot of airline work, which I did earlier not the last 10 years, but before that I was a member of the ATA. I don't spend a lot of time, frankly, with these organizations because between work, which I work hard for my clients, and then family, which I dedicate very, very much to, there's not a lot of time for organizations. I'm more concerned with helping my clients, frankly, get ahead and use the resources of these organizations.
Have you served on any boards and commissions in Marin County?
No. Like I said, I've been spending my time litigating and taking care of the family. I do a lot of coaching, which kind of stems out of family. But I've been coaching pretty much for the last 20 years, soccer and basketball. And then I also act in the community theater because some of my kids are into drama. Just on the other side of this building here. We work in the community center. We do plays quite a bit. So what I kind of believe what I do is contribute to our immediate community and help out there.
Mm-hmm. And how can voters find out more information about you?
They can contact me directly. They call my law firm, 415-464-2020. Say you want to talk to me. I'll get back to you and talk to you. They can email me if they want to, which is dshane@shanetaitz, TAITZ.com. They can do it that way. They can look at our website, which is Shane for Judge, and they can get some background information about me. And they can also see my law firm website, Shane Law, and get information that way as well.
Do judges have a platform like other candidates?
No. Mm-hmm. We stand for upholding the law, applying the law, being fair. To have a platform or goals, it would be highly detrimental to the process. Mm-hmm. So the answer is no, not at all. I just want to apply the law. Like I said, I've been before hundreds and hundreds of judges, and they all do a good job doing that. Mm-hmm. I don't always agree with the decision, but I respect what they do.
In summary, is there anything that you'd like the voters to know about you?
I think that I'm a good and decent man. Who I know what's right, and I fight for what's right. I know it's wrong, and I try to stop it. I think I've done a good job in my career. I'm very proud of my career, like I said, from representing corporate interests, the billion-dollar corporation when they have problems, to people, regular old people who have problems. And I think it's wonderful. I have a breadth of experience that I think enables me to be a very, very competent judge. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. I'm pleased that you took the time to visit Latino Marin, and you can find the interviews on our website, votomarin.org and latinomarin.org.
And I'd like to say that I'd be more than happy if anyone's interested to meet with any groups or people and talk to them about my candidacy and what I can offer to the Latino community, because I think it's quite a bit. I think I know a lot about the community because I represent a lot of people who are Hispanic, and I've helped them out, and I think I can be very helpful to them. But I'd be happy to meet with anybody who wants to talk to me.
Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight on this special interview of Latino Marin with 2nd Division candidate David Shane. He's running for Superior Court Judge. And dates to remember, May 23rd is the last day to register to vote, and the election is June the 7th. Latino Marin weaves the Latino experience into the fabric of Marin County. We are advocating and educating our Latino community. We're also donating laptops to students. Our goal for next year is to donate 500 computers. If you have a gently used laptop with a newer operating system, please contact Latino Marin at latinomarin360@gmail.com. We also have a sister website called Voto Marin. You'll find PowerPoint presentations, what's on your ballot, dedicated information about Latinos voting in the United States, California, and Marin County. Thank you very much for joining us, and please visit our website, latinomarin.org, votomarin.org. Follow our Twitter feed at latinomarin360.